friends. How are you doing today? I'm doing. If I'm still here, I'm doing something, okay? And hopefully you're watching me. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Why not? And we're going to go on with the video. Okay, these are my pickups for this week. Yes, it's not a big bunch of pickups, but it's things that came in the mail, things that I picked picked up out in the wild, and things that I found, and things that piqued my curiosity and have stories behind them. So I will show you what they are, and you can comment below, and I will respond to your comments because I enjoy that kind of thing. It's fun, interacting. It's good. It's a good thing. Yeah. Anyway. First movie that I picked up. Now, this is okay. Like I said, everything's got a story. My kids were big fans of these first two movies, and they're not kids anymore. Now they're older, in the 16, 19, 20, and they still watch these movies. They still come in the room and like, hey, Dad, where is this movie? I want to watch it. And I'm looking at them like, wow, man, you're like 19 years old. You're still watching this movie. What's the deal behind it? And these are movies that I personally have never seen. I've never seen them, but I picked them up to upgrade to see if they could give me a little feedback on whether or not it was worth the upgrade. Is the picture quality, is something different? Is it not different? Is it good? What's going on here? And that's what we went with these first two pickups. And the first pickup was a movie called Shock Boy and Lava Girl. Yes, my kids were absolutely in love with this movie, Shock Boy and Lava Girl. And it says it's a Robert Rodriguez, directors of Spy Kids, and it has Taylor Lautner in it, Taylor Dooley, and Caden Boyd. Don't know, but I know that my kids used to watch this over and over and over again, and I wanted to upgrade it to see what they would tell me. No, so it's still sealed. They have not watched it yet. I'm going to unleash it on them probably this weekend and say, why don't you give this a watch? Tell me what you think. Was it worth an upgrade, or does it really not matter? Now, I know a couple of these movies were released in 3D, and I don't know if that makes a difference because the DVDs that I have come with the 3D glasses, and they come with the 3D format. But my kids lately, lately, within the last couple of years, have not come to me and said, hey, where's the 3D glasses? I want to watch it in 3D. Let's shut the lights down and let's watch these movies in 3D. So I don't know. I don't know too much about the movie, and I don't know too much about whether or not it's going to make a difference with the upgrade, but I will find out. And if you have this movie and you've upgraded it, or you know this movie of some sort, then give me a little feedback on it. Is this something that maybe as an adult I should be watching? And with that said, here comes this next one. This is a franchise of movies that, like I said, my kids were big fans, and they still come up to me and they ask me. And this one actually, I come to find out, has Sylvester Stallone in it. So this is the Spy Kids franchise. That's Spy Kids 1, Spy Kids 2, and Spy Kids 3. And my kids, I guess, they liked all three of these movies. This is one of those, I guess, that flew over the radar, under the radar with me. And I'm like, whatever. And yeah, it's the Spy Kids triple feature. And obviously, Spy Kids was a thing. Now, I want to say that the girl from this movie, from these movies, is the girl from the Repo Man, the Genetic Musical, which I thought she was great in that. And I'm pretty sure that this is the one. It's either Shock Boy or Lava Girl or this one. But every time I put in Repo Man, my kids are like, oh, that's the girl from Spy Kids, or that's the girl from Shock Boy, whatever it is. And I thought she was absolutely great in that. So she might be actually great in that. Now, I understand she's a kid, and I understand that she probably aged. I'm sure she ages because everybody ages, but she's progressing in age as part 1 goes, part 2 goes, part 3 goes. And but are these any good? I don't know, because I've never watched one. I know that I've put them on for them when they were younger, but this is one of them that I never had the ambition to I never wanted to sit down and watch with them. They didn't pique my interest. But maybe I might be interested now. So maybe I'll throw one of these in, and we'll see what it's all about. So Spy Kids 1, 2, and 3, the franchise, was my next pickup for this week. All right. I'm going to need a little help with this. Okay. This one, I need a little help with these next couple ones, because these I have not. Okay, one of them I'm sure I've watched. One of them I'm sure I watched, and I'm sure I've watched it more than once, but I, for the life of me, cannot remember any of it. My wife, though, on the other hand, who never remembers any movies and usually falls asleep through half the movies I watch, she remembers this movie very clearly. She's like, my stepdad used to make me watch that movie, and I thought there's this one scene in it that she keeps talking about over and over and over again. So it piqued my interest and made me want to go out and get this title. But before I get to that one, This is a movie that I saw. I was just going through eBay, and I'm going through eBay, and I'm looking for horror movies that I haven't seen, and I'm scrolling through these movie after movie after movie, and this one came up, and I never heard of it, and it was kind of cool because it had a couple of things going for it. This is a movie called Summer of Fear. Now, the first thing it has going for it is the Wes Craven movie, and I think it's one of Wes Craven's earlier movies because I never heard of it. I never heard of it. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't even know this was a thing. And then it stars Linda Blair from The Exorcist. So I'm like, okay, and this is Linda Blair after Exorcist. You know, I mean, this is Linda Blair after she did all those women in prison movies that she did so many of those things. And I was like, okay, well, it's PG-13. So it's good enough for me to just put on the afternoon. I don't have to be worried about any scenes or anything with the the wife and kids walking around, and I have to feel uncomfortable and weird. I'm like, okay, PG-13, I could deal with that. And it's a Wes Craven and Linda Blair movie, so how could I pass this up? And it looked to me like something that was probably going to disappear eventually. To me, there's certain movies. I don't know if you, as a collectors, as if you're watching this, more than likely you are a movie enthusiast, or a movie fan, or a collector of physical media. But there's certain movies, tell me if I'm wrong, that when you put the Blu-rays, when you see the Blu-ray or you see the DVD, you know in your heart that this is something that's going to disappear. This is something that's going to go out of print. This is something that 10 years from now, it's going to pop up again, and they're like, whoa, what? There's a George A. Romero box set right now I'm trying to get my hands on. And when it first came out, it was like $60. And I'm like, no, not paying $60 for that. I never heard of one of these movies in it. Did it make no sense? George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. These are not Dawn of the Dead George Romero movies. If it was Dawn of the Dead, I'd be $60 all into this. But this is in between. I think it's called George Romero In Between Dawn and something or whatever. I think it's Dawn and Day of Dawn. It's like a play on words between Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, I want to say. And I didn't pick it up, and now I'm kicking myself for it because now it's like $200 to get it, like the American version of it. And I eventually probably will get it, and I will keep searching for it, but I will not pay $200 for it. So this movie kind of gave me that feel like maybe I need to grab this before it disappears, because I am a Wes Craven fan, and this is his earliest stuff. So I'm gonna give this a shot. If you know anything about this movie, please comment below. Is something that I should watch, something that you have watched. Is it any good? That's usually what I like to see. I guess some people that comment that I think it's absolutely great. They're like, I got this movie, I've seen this movie, I love it, you need to see it, you won't be sorry. I like that kind of stuff because it motivates me to go put the movie in, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I don't know what to watch. Sometimes I'm just sitting in front of a wall of movies, and I'm like, I have no idea what to watch. Sometimes I'll look to you guys, I'll go through my comments, and I'll be like, yeah, thank you, I'm gonna watch it. It was good, wasn't good, whatever the situation is, but I want to check it out. Now, this movie, the next one I'm going to show you, and this is my last pickup for this week. This one was a little bit pricey. This one was, it was a best offer. I had to kind of haggle with the guy, sent him a message, but I could not pass this one up because there was a few things. So when I heard about this movie, this is the one that my wife knew about, and I heard about it, but I wasn't really into it or whatever because of the type of movie it is, and I'm not really big into these types of movies. But I'm going to, let me show you that guy here. This is the Beastmaster box set. Okay, this is what I am told, a piece of cinematic history. This is something that I guess they used to call, I don't want to be wrong, but it's either Cinemax or HBO. They used to call it the Beastmaster channel because they would literally play this movie over and over and over again, which I think is the reason why my wife had seen this with her stepfather. This is something that I guess that he was watching, and he would ask her to sit down and watch it with them, and she was forced to watch it or had to watch it, or she was drawn to it for a certain. Her big scene, I guess, is the scene with the witches. Like I said, I have not, if I've seen this movie, I haven't seen it for years and years and years, so I don't remember how the end of it. I know that these types of movies, like the Conan movies, these like movies that are like, see, I don't mind like a Clash of the Titans, but the Conan movies and stuff like that, where they're like, these guys in their like loincloths and they're just riding horses and hunting. I don't know, it's not my cup of cherry Pepsi. It's something different. But I saw this set. The fact that my wife's like, I'll sit down and watch with you. So obviously, and that's very rare. It's very rare that my wife's like sees something that I purchased and like, yeah, I'll watch that with you. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh yeah, well, I can't get nothing but the best. I got to get the best. If she's actually saying that she's gonna have this moment with me, this collecting. Because listen, maybe it's a moment for me to break this down. It's not easy to be a physical media collector and be the only physical media collector in your house. Not only on top of that, not have any physical media collecting friends. Like I don't even know anybody that has the same habit slash addiction that I have. You know, the closest I have are my YouTube friends that I watch on YouTube, and I feel like I can relate to them and connect to them. That's why I make these videos, because I want to relate and connect to you. But I don't have that the crew or the friends or whatever that I can make a video with and be like, yeah, let's go out hoarding for videos, let's go out looking for videos. I ain't got that. It's just me. So every once in a while, when my family says, oh, they want to see something, I'm all for that. You know, I'm all about that kind of thing. And this is what this was about. She was like, oh, you know, I'll sit down and watch with you. I'm like, I got to get nothing but the best. But after doing research on YouTube, I found out that there was a problem. No, number one, this is a 4K. I have one 4K player in the house, and it's in the living room, which I thought was a sign. This was a sign. Yes, because the only 4K player is in the living room, where as a family, we have to sit down and watch it. So I'm like, okay, well, the wife and me will watch a 4K, because we never have yet to watch a 4K together. This is going to be our first ever 4K moment. So I was excited. I'm like, yeah, this is going to be it. But then I heard that there was problems with this. I heard that, okay, so this is a, I'm gonna open up for you so you can see what's going on. Number one, I thought this was so cool because it has the magnetic holder thing there to go with the box set. Then when you open up the box set, you get all kinds of cool stuff going on there. All this kinds of cover art. Yeah, no, there's a lot of art and stuff in here. And so you get the book, you get the, let me try to show this all to you. So you get the open up case here, and then you get awesome art on the inside over here. And then you get awesome art on the inside over there. And then you get some awesome art on the back over there. And then you get, let me try to give you all the stuff. You get a book. Okay, so and this was put out by Vinegar Syndrome, by the way. Vinegar Syndrome, what they do is they find a lot of like old lost B movies, and they give them a treatment like you would not. I mean, just I'm sold on the box. But then you throw in a book with a bunch of, let me see if I can go through this, with a bunch of, you know, photographs and things going on with the movie, things to read, which I will never read, and cool like production pictures and everything like that. And I think that's kind of cool. And then you get the Blu-ray or 4K, and it comes in this cool little art there, and there's the cool little guy with the loincloth that I just cannot wait to see. And look, and he's the Beastmaster, so I'm assuming that he could probably talk to the animals like Dr. Dolittle or something. And then you slide this open like this, which you get another slipcase. I mean, they did it up on this Vinegar Syndrome release of this movie. So I'm assuming this is going to be a winner, because who takes this much time to release a movie that nobody wants to watch? And then you get the 4K Ultra HD, and it comes with 3 discs in here. You get you get a Blu-ray disc. You get 2 Blu-ray discs and a 4K disc. Okay, and it's 3 different versions of the movie. You get 2 soundtracks. You get the Beastmaster Chronicles. I mean, tons of bonus features, tons of additional stuff in here, and 3 versions of the movie. Okay, but then there was a problem. There was a problem with this set. People were complaining that the second disc was defective. It wouldn't play. It just wouldn't. You get to a certain part, or whatever, and something would go wrong, and it wouldn't play in it, and people were complaining, and I was like, okay, well, I don't want to deal with that. And if I buy one off of eBay, right? If I buy one, I'm going to get the error. I'm going to get the error, and more than likely, Vinegar Syndrome is probably not still, because this is a movie that's been released for a little while, is probably not honoring their, you know, replacement situation. You know, they made good with it, and they replaced the disc, and you had to, of course, contact Vinegar Syndrome, and they sent you the replacement absolutely free of charge, which Scream Factory has done that in the past, and so has Arrow Video. It happens. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes things go wrong, okay? Life's not a perfect thing. But I was like, I don't want to buy this off of eBay, because there was tons and tons of copies of it, and these are expensive. We're talking like $60, $70, $80 or whatever. And I don't want to buy it off eBay, because I know if I buy this, I have that chance of getting that bum copy, get that messed up 3rd disc of the Blu-ray movie that just is not going to play in my player. And it's just, how am I gonna get it replaced? How am I gonna get it? Now it's a 2 disc set, and I'm missing that 3rd disc, and I want the Blu-ray because I want to watch the Blu-ray in other rooms in the house. If this movie's that great, if it's something that I'm going to be roped into, I'm not going to watch the 4K in the living room. I'm going to want to watch the Blu-ray throughout the house in different places. So I'm going to want that Blu-ray copy of the movie. And unfortunately, there is a problem with the Blu-ray disc in here. But the guy on Macari, he posted it, and he was like, brand new, factory sealed, which is true. Everything was factory sealed. Everything was if you saw when I slid that out of the, actually I'll slide it out again just to show you. It's sealed. I mean, this has never been opened. This is a completely sealed Beastmaster 4K movie. So why would I buy something like that? Why would I buy it if I know in my heart, and if I know from watching YouTube videos that it's going to depress me because I'm not going to have that Blu-ray? Well, the guy put it in, and he's like, brand new factory sealed, and I even went out of my way to get the replacement disc. And this also came with a set. So we had it set up like this in the picture. Replacement disc added in to the purchase with a little haggling, a little talking, a little messaging, a little whatever. Now I have the complete setup, which I like to keep in there like so I know which is the replacement disc and which is the original one that's not any good. So I will keep the replacement in there like that, and I will keep the original as it was intended and messed up in the cover, so it will be complete. So this will always be a totally complete set, like my Halloween one with the extra Halloween 4 bonus disc that was messed up, and my Friday the 13th with the 3, I think it was Friday the 13th, I think it was it wow, what were they? They were Part 3 was the 3D was messed up, and then there was, I want to say, Jason Goes to Hell. There was a problem with a scene that was missing, but they fixed them, and I got the bonus disc, and I keep it all together because I love to keep things complete. But if you have seen Beastmaster, comment and tell me what you think. Tell me if it's something that you enjoyed, something that I should be hopping on. I'm just excited to be able to sit down with the wife and actually watch a movie that she seems to be a little excited about. Maybe this was one of those movies that she wasn't excited about when she was younger and her father forced her to watch it, but now she wants to see it again and relive that moment, whatever. And I take advantage of whatever moments like that I can get. But this box set is absolutely beautiful. I was happy. Oh, what I paid, okay? So if you look on eBay right now, these things are going from 40, 60, 80, 100. I mean, depending. I mean, with the bonus disc, I haven't even seen one with the bonus disc. I've seen all of them just factory sealed or, used, and there's no bonus disc available, So what you're buying on eBay is a busted up set, a set that's, you're going to have 2 discs that work and 1 disc that is useless, because it ain't gonna play. Now, for nostalgic purposes, you might want to keep this thing and be like, "Oh, that's really cool." But what's better than having the disc that actually works, and then you got a totally complete set. So, what I paid for this, I ended up talking the guy down. He wanted $80. I paid half of that. I paid $40 for the set, maybe 40. I think it was 43 and change with the shipping. It was shipped awesome. It came in. I was excited about it when it came in. The way that he shipped it. Sometimes you just win. Sometimes you win with the way people package things, the way people ship things. It didn't have that weird, freaky other people's house smell about it. You know what I mean? It's new. It's the way it came. And I've never seen another one of these out. I've never seen one of these at a Newberry Comics or a Walmart or a Barnes & Noble. I've never seen one of these out in the real world. So to add this to my collection, I was pretty happy with it. And you notice how I'm going to place it down because I don't want to dent or crack or do anything to it, because it is kind of awesome. So I'm hoping the movie is as awesome as the packaging. And with that said, my friends, please comment below with anything you want to say, and like and subscribe to help me with my my subscriptions and my algorithm. I could say that if you like things and you subscribe to things, and supposedly helps you with your algorithm, and you get more viewers, and that's always good. Because I'll tell you right now, when my numbers start to go up and I start to see that more people are watching me, it makes me feel good, because I'm like, oh, so obviously people care what I got to say about these things, and that's a good thing. So with that said, please hit that like button, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you